There's a lot of fear that I talk to in people everyday life in and around the real estate market. People are like, housing prices are through the roof, interest rates are horrific, is it gonna crash? Now, while some of these are hot topics, it may not be entirely untrue. And today we're gonna uncover the truth and the reality of what's actually happened in the Northwest Metro Atlanta area. Let's get into it. There are four main topics as it goes to information about the real estate industry in the Northwest Metro Atlanta area. And if you're somebody that's thinking about buying or selling in the next year, or if you're thinking about cashing out, or just somebody that's living in our area, these are some main four topics that you need to be informed on. Let's get into it. Topic one, let's talk seller's market. You've heard it. This is what's happening in Northwest Atlanta metro area right now. What is a seller's market? So it means when there are more buyers than we have homes to sell. So there is less inventory of homes that we have to sell. So therefore prices usually go up and there's usually less concessions had on the buyer side of things. So therefore the sellers have the upper hand. So we call it a seller's market. So we saw a lot of different data in earlier this year where we were having homes at 36 days on market, where now we are down to 15 days on market per April on this graph below that we just pulled from FMLS, which is our local Metro Atlanta MLS system. Topic two, let's talk interest rates. It is the buzz. Everybody is hearing it off all platforms, all the media, everything. Interest rates are impacting the housing market. So we had some crazy stuff happen. So in the beginning of January, we were hovering over 7% interest rate. And today we're right above 6%. And sources say that that is going to continue to go up as the Fed goes up to try to battle inflation. Now, what people did not predict is what happened during the pandemic. When the pandemic hit, they artificially lowered the interest rate to try to battle and save the economy primarily. And what happened after that, nobody had a crystal ball. Nobody could have predicted it. It was bananas, one of the craziest sellers market ever historically. It was nuts. But what also happened is this: not only did people buy in the 2s and 3%, but they also refinanced. So if you didn't buy during that time, you refinanced during that time. And 70% of Americans right now holding a mortgage has something below 5%. So where we're at just over 6% today, why would they sell? They're a percent lower. A majority of those folks are in the 2s and the 3s. I know for us on our personal home, we're at like a 3.7. It would not make any sense right now for us to sell. So looking at this graph that we got from Realtor.com, you look at what can $300,000 buy me right now compared to in 2017, and you think about interest rates and what was going on and what you could buy for square footage, right? So during that time, you could get something around 2,300 square feet for $300,000. Today, that has dropped 1,000 square foot down to 1,300 square foot, which you can get for $300,000. That is bananas. So interest rates actually going to segue us into topic number 3, and that is reduced inventory, aka not enough homes for sale, and construction. So what happened in 2008 when the Great Recession hit and builders went belly up and they had to foreclose on their master communities and all that kind of stuff? When they came back to market and they started building again and buying land again, they were uber conservative. And then also you will couple that during the pandemic, we had a material shortage. So being able to get lumber and being able to get all kinds of different materials for homes, waiting on windows, all those different things because of COVID, people being sick, all that stuff, we had some crazy material shortage, which you weren't able to build enough homes, which also look at this FMLS graph. So in June 2022, we had 14,340 homes for sale, new listings during that time. And then you go over here to today in April, we have only 9,000 homes for sale. That is nearly half that we have cut. So the graph shows us exactly what's going on, and we need more homes to sell. Topic 4, who's selling their homes? So here's some key factors of who's buying and selling right now. So death, divorce, relocation, so people moving out of the state of Georgia to find homes and people moving to the state of Georgia, specifically Northwest Atlanta. We have a thriving job market that is great for families and professionals looking to grow in technology, in the medical field, and all other industries. So we also have the majority of homeowners are hesitant to do because of the current interest rates, but yet they still need to move. And this is a great segue into if you you are thinking about buying a home and you do not own a home right now, if you were approved for $300,000 today and you waited, say, 2 years to buy that home is going to appreciate 9% per year over the next 2 years, and chances are that interest rate is going to go up too. So what I would tell you, that home's going to be more expensive, and if you're not saving for a down payment, that is going to be really tough for you. So what I would suggest is find that home that you can live in for 2 years. It's not the forever home. You can grow some equity. You can get that 9% back every year. And in 2 years, you can reassess where you're at and what your buying power looks like. I know for me and my wife specifically, when we moved back from Montana and we started our family here in the Northwest Atlanta area, we bought a simple townhome for $150,000, where 2.5 years later, we turned around and sold for just over $190,000, where we were able to take all of that equity and roll it in to buy a big single family home. And therefore we had our second child in this bigger single family home. So that is just something that I've experienced, that I've done, and I help a lot of other people do. So that was our market update in Northwest Atlanta, the 4 main reasons of what's happening right here, right now. And I hope that took some fear out of what you are hearing in the media and some digital data that shows you the housing market is not crashing. Homes are appreciating. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home right now, especially buying, it may be a time to really unpack what your options look like right now before homes get out of hand. I hope this was helpful for you. Drop us a comment, shoot us a DM. We would love to hear from you. My name is Greg Goad, Northwest Atlanta's favorite realtor. And if this video was helpful, check out this video right here, what I wish I really knew before moving to Atlanta, Georgia.